So a year ago, I was interviewing you at the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. Now you're sitting in Phoenix preparing to start your first bowl game. I mean, is that sort of surreal to you?
Oh yeah. It's been a long path. Been a long time. A lot of change in the past year. So I'm really excited about it. You know, physically, mentally, just fundamentally, I've come a long way. I feel like I'm really excited for this Saturday.
There was a lot of freshmen that played this year, but you were one of the, I'd say roughly one of the top 3 freshmen that played the most minutes, most snaps. What does that mean to you to sort of come in and be an instant impact player?
Well, I set myself to a high standard, and I think that's part of the reason I graduated early, so I can get some playing time. I know we were kind of thin at the tight end position, and coming in and taking the reps that I did, I think that's going to mean a lot going forward. That experience, the game has slowed down so much, so going forward, it means a lot. And I think for the offense to be one of the more experienced players going forward as well.
What have you seen out of Shane in this bowl practice series? He's getting the number 1 reps. Brady just announced that he's going to be the starter. So what have you sort of seen out of him, his growth? Because I'm sure you've caught a lot of balls from him throughout this past year. What have you sort of seen where he's sort of matured physically and mentally?
And it's amazing. You said it right, matured. He's just grown up really before our eyes. He's got the arm strength to make the throws anywhere on the field. And now he's got great accuracy. And now that he's got the mental part of the game, he knows how to make the reads. He's a real tough kid, so I think he's going to be a really good player. He's going to do a really good job in the bowl game.
Now, when I talked to you in high school, you said, I'm a quote, you said you wanted your game to be like Mr. Gronkowski. Now, how have you taken those steps to sort of get to that level? Obviously, you're putting yourself up there as he's the best. There's no doubt about it. So how have you sort of taken little bitty baby steps every day to sort of get to that level?
Well, just always catching balls before and after practice. He doesn't have very many drops. And of course, I got to get a lot bigger to be on his level, but I've really taken pride in my blocking and footwork and fundamentals as well.
And now, and one thing that he's really good at, he's so big. And you guys are the same height. He takes hits in traffic. He can go up, he can get it in double coverage and just come down with it. So is that something that throughout the years, you still got 3 years to develop, that you want to get bigger so you can go up in traffic and down the road it's going to be Shane. Be like, hey, Shane, just throw me the ball. I'm going to get it, double coverage, it doesn't matter.
I think that's definitely the goal that I'm going to be working towards, and I think I got plenty of time ahead of me to work towards that goal and achieve it. So we got this whole off season and everything to work on it, but right now let's focus on beating Kansas State.
Kansas State. What does it mean to get a win for the seniors, send them out with a W?
No, this is a big game because these seniors, they set the path for us going forward. So we owe it to them to leave it all out there on the field and really, make sure we put it all out there and win.
Is this team focused?
I'm sorry?
Is this team focused for this game? They're not, even though it's probably not at the beginning of the season, you guys are probably thinking bigger bowl games, but is this team focused for Kansas State?
Very focused. I'd say these are some of the best practices we've had as a team, as units. This is some of the best practices we've had. We prepared well, watched a ton of film, watched film on ourselves, watched film on Kansas State. I think we're well prepared and ready to go.